I personally don't think so. I think that'd be a little premature, but yeah, Lawrence has not looked good at all this year.
Well, they just paid him a shitload of money, so I don't think they're going to be moving on anytime soon. But he
Agreed.
is your prototypical average quarterback. I don't think he's going to go out there and do a lot more than that, but that's the situation they've got themselves into at this point.
Yeah, somebody who has Trevor Lawrence in a couple of super flex leagues, I'm definitely hoping for a bounce back. I will say the first 3 games of the season have been against above average defenses when it comes to against the pass. You still would like to see a little bit more signs of life coming out of the offense. I'm not sure what's going on. It's almost like it's rookie or Lawrence all over again. I do think Doug Peterson is going to be the one that takes the fall, especially if they are just completely non-competitive the entire season. But as their schedule softens up a little bit, I want to see what can happen with that offense. It looks like they were finally deciding to use Christian Kirk again, which was encouraging in the second half, instead of forcing deep overthrows to Thomas that ends up in interceptions. So,
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's hard to. The second half of that game was out of contention. I mean, like when that game was actually going on, it was they were getting slaughtered. On
Buffalo, I think, shown to be an elite defense. So It just is what it is. I don't think Jacksonville, I think most of us are saying they can't bench Lawrence. There's too much invested at stake for that to happen.
And he's shown flashes of being a competent quarterback in the past. Like I'm not quite given up on him yet. I actually think he will bounce back, have a solid stat line this week in Houston. I do not think Jacksonville will win the game, but I think that he will put up a respectable fantasy stat line.
Well, all I will add is they should definitely not bench him for Mac Jones. I don't know why that's even a question. But now that we talked about 2 teams that are in trouble, let's talk about some of these teams that are starting off 3-0. Who's our best team here?
For me, it looks like the Buffalo Bills, surprisingly. I had the Bills as a team that would be potentially missing the playoffs this year. I was just really worried about their offense. I severely underestimated just how good Josh Allen is, but also the defense looks very elite. It looks to be a defense that you might want to avoid your just average Joe fantasy players against. Don't consider flex players against them. They look to be kind of on a mission. And just completely lighting the world on fire on offense as well. So for me, it's Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo as well. I'll talk about it more later when we talk about crystal ball picks, but they haven't even been in competitive games. I mean, they're just crushing people right now.
Yeah, Bills.
Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, and Seahawks. I mean, I think you gotta. I like
Eric, are you gonna rickroll everybody? Are you gonna slow roll us on this one?
I don't know what that quite means, but
it's the way you were set it up. You start listing out all the teams, and you're like, here it is. And then I thought you were gonna come out and say the Vikings.
So I'm looking on my notes page, and I don't think we even mentioned the teams that were undefeated. So I thought, well, we might as well mention these teams because the listener might not know who they are.
No, yeah.
I would say
I think we should move on to
So Eric, what are you gonna say? I kind of got in there.
That's it. I just was on my Eric's notes tab and it wasn't quite there.
But who are you gonna take though of those people?
No, I'm gonna take the Bills.
So everyone's on the Bills.
I'm surprised that we're all.
Jason, are you on the Bills?
Unless the Bills play the Chiefs.
Of those teams,
I think it's hard. I was just saying, I think it's hard to go with anybody else.
I think I think it's crazy to say you could play devil's advocate and take the Chiefs. That's the crazy part of what we're saying.
They've won the last 2 Super Bowls.
But the Vikings, we can't. How can you get behind this yet? I mean, it's just so new with Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. I think that'd be nice. If I had to choose 4 teams, like I'd like to see the Seahawks.
Vikings have the most impressive wins, beating San Francisco and Houston like they did.
I thought they were going to be 0-3. They're 3-0.
They weren't really. They weren't even like that close of games. They were at home, but those are games Kirk Cousins couldn't handle in his career in the Vikings. All the big games. So maybe the Vikings are for